May God bless you and enjoy this forum.
Thank you very much, Governor Sakaja. To bring us to the end of this session, allow me to invite my boss, my cabinet secretary, Madam C.S. Wahome. Come on, let's give her a round of applause. She's done a remarkable job in organizing this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give a clap to P.S. Hinga. He's the guy I ride on for implementation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, AU Commissioner Moses Virakati, here on behalf of yourself and on behalf of the chairperson and the African Union, Your Excellency Anna Claudia Rosbach, ED of UN Habitat, together with Undersecretary General for the United Nations. Your Excellency, allow me to recognize in a special way also Anar Guriev for purposes of his chairmanship for the World Urban Forum. We've made a bit of some promises there. Your Excellency, may I also recognize my sister Chatu. You know, I was sitting next to her, so I need to recognize her because AU, the Africa Urban Forum, started in Ethiopia, and they laid a firm foundation led by the African Union. I have my sister here, Deborah, the one in charge, CS Deborah, one in charge of environment and forest. I have many colleagues in this sector, excellencies, ministers. We have ambassadors. We have distinguished participants. We have Shelter Afrique that is ahead of the park in terms of that space, in terms of policy, now operating as a bank. We have, Your Excellency, ambassadors and high commissioners. I will leave it there, but I want to welcome Your Excellency. Help me to welcome His Excellency this morning to this opening session. His Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, is here to give us the opening keynote address. And that will be at a later date, at a later session. Your Excellency, the room is full. And I assure you, even yesterday, it was this full. We have exchanged great ideas. But one thing that came out, Your Excellency, is that we must move from boardrooms, we must move from halls, and we must consolidate our energy, our strength, and our ideas. With those remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to just say one or two things that as I address you on this second Africa Urban Forum here in Nairobi, at a moment when the question of housing and urban development has firmly moved to the center of Africa's development agenda. Allow me at the outset to recognize the leadership of His Excellency President William Ruto, who has been designated as the global champion for adequate housing by UN Habitat. Recognition that reflects not only Kenya's national commitment, but our own shared conviction that housing must be elevated at a global and continental priority. Your Excellency, across Africa, rapid urbanization is no longer a future prospect. It is our present reality. Yet, unlike previous global urban transitions, ours is unfolding under conditions of constraint, limited physical space, growing populations, climate change and vulnerability, significant infrastructure deficits. The list is long. This presents us with a dual reality. On the one hand, our cities are engines of growth, innovation, and youth employment. On the other hand, without deliberate and coordinated interventions, they risk becoming centers of exclusion and institutional centers of inclusion and vulnerability. It is within that context, Your Excellencies, that Kenya has made a deliberate and strategic policy choice to place housing as one of our priority areas in our national development agenda under the leadership of His Excellency. We have recognized that housing is not simply a sector. It is a system that connects land, infrastructure, finance, labor, and markets. A system that, when structured effectively, unlocks an economic activity across multiple value chains, going from construction, manufacturing, and also service delivery. The local enterprise, therefore, becomes a beneficiary, and such a system, when scaled up, is able to deliver both social outcomes and economic transformation. Excellencies, our approach to provision of adequate housing in Kenya is anchored on 3 key pillars. First, we have prioritized policy and institutional alignment, ensuring that housing delivery is coordinated through a whole of government approach that integrates planning, financing, and implementation. Indeed, our financing is a local solution. Second, we are advancing innovative financing mechanisms and leveraging public resources to crowd in private capital, structuring blended finance solutions, and creating predictable funding streams to support delivery of scale or at scale. Third, we are strengthening delivery systems and building institutional and technical capacity required to move from project by project implementation to program-based delivery, supported by partnership with the private sector and other stakeholders. Through this approach, we are not only delivering housing units, the figure now stands at close to 300,000, but are also building an ecosystem that supports job creation for our youth, strengthens local industries, and expands access to dignified living conditions for our citizens. Excellencies, while we are encouraged by the progress we are making, we are equally clear that no country can address housing challenges in isolation. It requires stronger partnerships between governments, development institutions, and financing partners. The private sector is a key player, and communities must not be left behind. As we therefore deliberate how to overcome these challenges, the next now 2 days, starting today, because yesterday is the first day, Kenya stands ready not only to share its experience, commitments, but also to learn from you, our brothers and sisters. We believe that solutions we are building together must be adaptable, scalable, and rooted in African realities. But my brothers and sisters, as countries, I want to tell you, for the success story for Kenya to reach where it has reached, it has taken the President of the Republic of Kenya to do the heavy lifting. And the heavy lifting is both social, economic, and political. We have had very strong support from the legislature, but the political class, for obvious reasons, unhealthy competition has not been that supportive. And I mean the one outside the one government approach and the broad-based government. So, for you to go the road Kenya has gone, you need the highest political goodwill. And Your Excellency, Kenya is privileged to have you. The courage my governor in Nairobi has talked about is unparalleled. But that is something we can also share. His Excellency is not just a champion in Kenya. You have heard the platforms that he is leading, and we want to encourage you, Your Excellency, because this space is not new. It has been there, but the prominence it requires can only be given from the political platform that you stand, Your Excellency, with other member states, heads of states. And I'm therefore grateful as the Cabinet Secretary in this ministry to be able to host on your behalf, Your Excellency, the number of ministers, my colleagues who are here, and they have come, they came 2 days ahead. They have enjoyed part of Nairobi. They are yet to go to the rest of the spaces. Your Excellency, that gives us an insight to the interest in this discussion and discourse. And we therefore looking forward for another very good day today. Thank you for coming to the opening session. Your Excellency, we missed you yesterday, but we understand and appreciate making time. I will then ask Mike to help us with the next session, where Your Excellency will be possibly speaking from your heart. And I know, Your Excellency, this subject, and I'm lucky minister, because this subject, so my brothers, you can only maybe envy me, brothers and sisters, this subject has become a pet subject for the President of the Republic of Kenya. We can use him to propel the Africa continent with other heads of state as we move to World Urban Forum. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I believe all in this room believe that the future is urban. And Kenya has already embarked on the journey for adequate housing. So let us now trail our eyes on the screen as we see snippets of this journey.
Step toward a future.
The mindset changes, everything changes.
Sai niko na kwangu, sisumbuliwi, sigongei mlango.
Pamoja mpaka nilikuwa napika na mafuta ya koko. But hapa nimekuta gas.
Dignity also, it's kind of lifted up, not the same way while you are still in the slums.
We know that the future is urban, so we must manage these spaces so that we're able to coexist, ensure that we have proper transport systems. Top of all is ensure that there's some ownership so that they can be able to gain some dignity and feel like they're part of that.
And the question remains, who will shape